Okay. Mic check lang. Okay. Clear naman. Okay naman, Moyo, ang audio natin, no? Okay din naman, Mark, Segi. Okay, very good. Okay, so start na tayo, class. Our next topic is, this is episode 2. Episode 2, yun. This is episode 2 of our lecture series for you guys here at ano ang pangalan ng school natin? CMCC. Charit. Charit lang kayo naman, hindi ko nakalimutan. Ano ba? Okay, so let's start our discussion with the maturation series, okay? Episode 2 na tayo, class, ha? Episode 2 na. Okay, kinig na tayo kasi ito may daming itatanong sa may ano. Alam ko madaming itatanong sa board exam. At alam ko marami din kayong itatanong. Uunahan ko na kayo. The RBC maturation series muna tayo, okay? So, when we start learning about the maturation series, next slide nga tayo kasi paulit-ulit lang 'yan. Next slide. Okay. Yan. Okay. So, when we're studying the maturation series, I want you guys to be familiar with the three nomenclature systems, okay? The three nomenclature systems include the normoblastic system, the rubriblastic system, and the erythroblastic system. Okay? Clear ba yon? Iisa-isahin natin siya, but just so you know, there are parallels with the nomenclature system for RBCs and WBCs, and that can be seen with the system that uses the rubriblastic method, the rubriblastic system. Okay? So, let's go one by one. Using the normoblastic, let's go to the next slide. Using the normoblastic and the erythroblastic nomenclature system, enumerate the cells in the RBC maturation series. So there are 6, obviously, because we're going to start with the non-progenitor cell side na tayo, ha. So when I say the non-progenitor side, it will start with the erythroblast and the normoblast. Okay? Erythroblastic series, erythroblastic nomenclature, and the normoblastic nomenclature. So let's start with the normoblastic nomenclature first. Who here can enumerate from youngest to oldest cells in the from using the normoblastic nomenclature? Who can name the cells? Sige nga, bibigyan natin ng 1 point yan. Bibigyan natin ng jacket yan. Ariane Dorothy Kiambao. Using the normoblastic, ha? Normoblastic nomenclature, ha? Remember, ha? Okay, go. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay, what's the other name for erythrocyte using this nomenclature? The most mature one? Normal. Normoblastic nomenclature tayo, hindi lang basta erythrocyte. It's normocyte. Okay? So wag kakalimutan ang nomenclature system, okay? Now, erythroblastic, ikaw ulit, Aryan. Hindi kita tatantanan, Aryan. Erythroblastic nomenclature from youngest to oldest. Hindi clear yung ano ko, class? Hindi clear? Kay ano lang, kay Aryan lang. Okay. Naka-data lang. Charit. charit lang. Okay, let's go with the let's go with another person who has faster internet speed. I think Lil Zo has a faster internet speed. Charing lang. Ano man? Carry lang. What is the... let's start with the youngest first. Okay. So, medyo may ano sa ano, chromatophilic dapat, ha. Okay? Yun lang yung naano natin. Okay. Pakita nga natin kung tama sila both. Oh, bigyan ng 1 point tig-isa yan. Marion, bigyan ng 1 point yan. Tag-isa yan, dalawa na yan. Okay? Thank you, ladies. Alright, that is wonderful. That is very wonderful. At least may nagpa-participate. Kailangan lang pala ng konting pagkain ni Arian at saka ni Lilzo. Magiging active ulit sila na students. Diba? Okay. Now, let's go and move on to the next slide. Using the rubriblastic nomenclature, enumerate the cells in the maturation series. Actually, pwede ko naman silang pagsamasamahin tatlo na hiwalay lang kasi wala ng space. That time when I was writing this, I was typing this, hindi pala writing. When I was typing this, I didn't know. I didn't know that you can create three cells. So based on what they said, it's almost the same. You just start with the rubriblast, prorubrisite, rubricite, metarubricite, polychromatophilic rubricite, / reticulocyte, and then lastly is the erythrocyte. So almost the same. I think you just need to change normo, erythroblastic. I think the only thing that confuses my students is the last three stages, the orthochromic, saan ba nila gagamitin ang orthochromic at saka yung orthochromatophilic. Huwag kakalimutan, pag mas mahaba, sa erythroblastic tayo. Okay? Alright? Pag mas mahaba, orthochromatophilic. Usually, dyan nagkakamali yung mga students. And huwag kayong mag-alala, class, hindi ko itatanong yan. Ang tanong ko dyan, iba. Okay? Alam ni Mark Segi yan at saka ni Valiant kung paano ako gumawa ng questions. Alright, let's move on to the next slide. What is the term for abnormal RBC precursors found in patients with megaloblastic anemia? Look, I suddenly changed into organism to patients na because we're moving on to the bulk of our discussion, which is clinical hematology na tayo. Hindi na tayo theoretical lang, ha? Okay? Ang mga decisions natin sa buhay dito is pwede na makapatay ng pasyente. Okay? Kaya tinuturing na natin silang patients. Okay? We give them the same respect and dignity as anyone in your family. Okay? Patients na tayo. Charit. Alright, let's move on. Okay. So the term that we use for abnormal RBC precursors is known for patients with megaloblastic anemia is a megaloblast. It's very easy. It's a megaloblast. Okay? Fairly easy, but my question is, give me two conditions associated with megaloblastic anemia. Ayan. Two conditions question mark pala, baka akala nila nag-type lang ako ng random. Sige nga, class. Tingnan natin kung sinong makakasagot. This is clinical hematology na tayo. But we have a specific topic for that one. But I just want to make sure we're on the same page. Nasaan na ang mga students natin? Natulog na sila lahat, I think. Inantok na. Patrick, sige nga. Hoy, chill ka lang. Mamaya iba pa yun. Pancytopenia's decrease in all blood cells. Chill ka lang. Oo. O sige na, bibigyan ko na kaya ng clue. Bitamina siya. Kulang ka sa gantong bitamina. Ayan na, gising na ang anak ko. Ayan na, ready na ang mga anak ko. Sige, tag-isa kayong dalawa, sige. Si Renmar muna. Renmar, sige. Basta talaga mga Junakis ko ready pag vitamins. Taray, oh. Nag-inom ka na ba ng vitamins mo, anak? Okay, very good. Ayoko magkaka-COVID ka, ha? Uso pa rin daw ang COVID dyan sa Pilipinas. Okay, nasa na yung isa kong Junakis? Yung isa kong Junakis, ano yung isa mong sakit? Yung isang cause ng, ha? Folic acid deficiency and vitamin B12 fall under the same condition. But basically, it's almost the same. But that I would still accept folic acid deficiency. Very good. Very good, you two. Very good. Nakakalimutan natin si pernicious anemia. Have you forgotten about pernicious anemia? Oh, they forgot about pernicious anemia. But that's fine. Alright. Okay. Let's move on. Ay, actually, megaloblastic anemia lang pala. Hindi pala. Tama pala kayong dalawa. Sige, sige. Iba yung pernicious anemia. But it causes macrocytic hypochromic anemia lang pala. Alright. Sorry, ako pala ang nagkamali, class. Nakakalimutan ko yung mga tanong ko din eh, no? Okay, so it causes large cells. Megaloblasts appear in folic acid deficiency and vitamin B12 deficiency. Huwag kakalimutan. Let's go to the next slide, please. Okay, what are the progenitor cells for pronormoblasts? Huwag kakalimutan yung dalawang progenitor cells natin. I forgot to emphasize the importance of BFUE and CFU. Okay? BFUE and CFUE. Pakita mo naman, Marion. Okay? So BFUE is blast forming unit. When I say progenitor cells, this is not yet, this is committed to the erythroid series, but they are still stem cells. Huwag kakalimutan, wag gaganon. Stem cells pa rin sila. Saka lang sila magiging differentiated to another cell once we start with the pronormoblastic stage. Okay? Using the normoblastic nomenclature. All right? So I think everybody knows what these things are. Okay? We've already discussed that in the previous lecture. Let's move on to the next slide. This is a question that actually was asked in one of my friend's board exam, 2015, I think. No, not 2015. 2013 ka naman. Tanda na ni Sir Manuel. 2013 pa. 'Di ba? Nasa high school pa lang yung iba ninyan. 'Di ba? Nasa high school pa lang kayo. How many days pakilagyan ng ano 'yan, ng star yung ano na yan, yung slide na yan kasi important yan. Nakita daw yan ng isa. Naalala ng kaibigan ko yan, tinanong sa kanya. Okay, how many days does it take for each RBC progenitor? For each RBC progenitor to become, nakalimutan ko dagdagan yan, to become a pronormal, to move on to the next stage of the maturation series. So for BFUE, huwag kakalimutan 1 week or 7 days. Okay? 1 week or 7 days before it becomes CFUE. And then for CFUE, before it becomes a pronormoblast, it takes 1 week to 7 days. 1 week or 7 days. Okay? Rodax 7 days. Shula, 1 week. Yun lang naman ang pinagkaiba. Sir, parehas lang naman. 7 days. Malay ko ang mga students ko ganyan pa ulit-ulit eh. Gusto specific. Okay? So, in-specific ko talaga. Okay? Next slide. Okay. How many mature RBCs are produced theoretically from one multipotential stem cell? That is before BFUE, okay? The stage before BFUE, yung merong CD34, okay? Yung high expression of CD34. Okay, how many mature RBCs are produced theoretically from one multipotential stem cell? It usually produces 8 mature RBCs, okay? So imagine, from one cell you can produce 8 RBCs na, 'di ba? Kaya mataas, kaya billions or kaya millions ang count ng RBCs natin on a normal basis. Okay? Can we see the answer? 8 mature RBCs nga ba? Tama? Yes. Okay. Now, let's move on to the next topic, morphological identification or the morphological identifying precursors that the microscopists need to take note of. Okay? What are the things that you need to take note of as people who are working in the lab? In the Philippines, we're still under the jurisdiction of a pathologist, but I've asked here in the core lab, the people working in the core lab, kung sila ba ang nagre-result ng mga blasts. Yes, sila daw ang nagbabasa ng blasts. So, kung may plano kayo magtrabaho sa ibang bansa, sa Saudi, hindi naman ako nagre-release doon. Yung doktor namin, pinapagawa lang ako ng peripheral blood. Kaibigan ko sa Dubai, depende daw sa institution. Depende kung ano ang policy. But since since you guys are still students, I would urge you to take note of these 5 things. The nucleus to chromatin ratio, cytoplasm ratio, chromatin pattern, nuclear diameter, the presence and absence or absence rather of nucleoli, and cytoplasmic color. Okay? Nucleus to cytoplasmic ratio, chromatin pattern, nuclear diameter, presence or absence of nucleoli, and lastly, rather, the cytoplasmic color. Okay? Cytoplasmic color, sir. Is it acidophilic? Is it basophilic? Or acidophilic or basophilic? Okay? Need lang, yes, sir. Yes, yan din ang trabaho namin sa MCU. Pero china-challenge kami in fairness naman dun sa mga doktor, shout out dun sa mga doctors namin, mga pathologists namin dyan sa MCU. In fairness sa kanila, they try to challenge us with what cell did you find? Ilalagay mo lang initial, actually. May nakita ka bang blasts? Tapos, under the result, tinatype namin, peripheral blood smear sent to pathologist for further reading. Follow up the next day. The result will be followed up next day. Or ganon. In fairness naman, pag mali ang base sa blast, aalipos. Yes, oo, mapapahiya ka. In fairness kay Dr. Rabasa, nagtuturo si Dr. Rabasa. Shout out kay Dr. Rabasa. Hindi ko alam kung nandito pa siya sa atin sa mortal realm. Kasi medyo matanda na si Doktora nung umalis ako eh. 2011 pa yun, guys. Okay? Pero nang babato si Dr. Rabasa ng slide. Nakakaloka si Dr. Rabasa. Mm. Oo. Sa Pilipinas, in fairness sir, hindi ako nabato ng slide nung nagtrabaho ako sa ibang bansa. Oo, in fairness, mas matapang pa ako dun sa histopathologist namin. Mas matapang pa ako. Ako pa tinataasan ko pa ginaganyanan ko pa sir yung namin, yung pathologist namin dati nung Pagpakinas, kung bakit yan ang binigay niyo sa aking stain Ginanon ko yung pathologist namin dun so Ako pa ang matapang dun sa Saudi. Oo, hindi ako ang pwedeng magkamali kasi pinull out lang nila ako from blood bank and hematology. Ang kapal na mukha nila para magreklamo sila sa akin. Sabi sa akin, Manuel, the slide is too acidic. Ay, what can I do? That's the reagents that you provided me with. Ginanon ko. Inaway ko yung doktor namin. May karapatan ako. Huwag niyo akong gagayahin, class ha. Kasi ako may karapatan ako noon. 'Di ba? Medyo may kapangyarihan ng Sir Manuel yun noon. Oo. Oo, doon sir sa Saudi doon inaway ko yung pathologist namin. Yan ang inano niyo sa akin eh. Uulitin ko, ibigay niyo sa akin ng slide. Ganun. O, di ba 12 midnight siyang umuwi. 12 midnight siyang umuwi, inulit ko talaga lahat. Pero siya ang umuwi ng 12 midnight. Siya pang nag-type ng result, o, di ba? Pero wag niyo akong gagayahin, ha? wag niyo akong gagayahin. Oo. Ipasa niyo muna yung board. Wag entitled. It takes maturity, dedication to work, and know-how para maging katulad ng ginawa ko ha. Alamin natin kung sino ang kalaban natin. Wag kang gagaya doon sa natanggal yung kalaban. natanggal, Sir Marco natanggal yung katrabaho ko. Ginawa niya yun. Oo. Ako lang ang meron kasi oo. Yung kaibigan ko after ko umalis ata, natanggal siya, nalipat siya sa Flebo. O, di ba? Kaya ganon. Lesson learned, guys. Lesson yan for today. Okay? Alright. Now, let's move on to the next slide. Nag-text sa akin. Ano ba yan? Okay, based on size, differentiate. Lagyan ng comma yan, ha. Based on size, comma, differentiate an immature cell from a mature cell. Obviously, if it's a larger cell, it's a young cell. And if it's a mature cell, it's smaller. Okay? You've seen the drawings, right? You've seen the drawings from Rodak. Okay? The younger the cell, the larger it is. The more mature the cell, the more likely it's smaller. Okay? In case in point, platelets, diba? It comes from a very large megakaryoblast. Then it just becomes little spindles under the microscope. Let's move on to the next slide, please. Thank you. Differentiate the chromatin pattern of an immature cell from a mature cell. Okay, so it's hard for me to discuss this without showing you the picture. So let's go to the next slide. Okay, so immature cells have our characteristic coarse one. Okay, they have a characteristic coarse chromatin pattern. What do you need to look for, class? Okay, what do I need to look for? I wish oh, by the way, I forgot to give a shout out to Kyoto University, 'di ba? To the University of Kyoto. 'Di ba? Balak niyo magpunta ng Japan, bisitahin niyo ang Kyoto University. They have a lot of slides to provide. to provide us. Okay? Anyways, what do you need to look for? Chromatin pattern. Saan ba nakikita ang chromatin? Valiant. Sa nucleus ba o sa cytoplasm? Hoy! Hoy! Sige, puntahan natin yung isa kong anak ko. Sige, Valiant. Nasaan na si Renmar? Si Renmar at Valiant ngayon ang ano ko. Pagtitripan ko. Mamaya na si Patrick at saka si Renmar, nasaan ba ang chromatin? Sasampalin ko tong dalawa na to. Puro kayo panlalaki. Wala kayong ibang inisip. Charet. Char lang. Hoy. Saan ba siya? O, bibigyan ko kayo ng choices. Sa nucleus ba o sa cytoplasm? Baka hindi din alam kung ano ang cytoplasm. Sir Marco, ha? Sir Marco. Andre. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Okay. Ganito, class, ha? Yung nasa loob ng bilog. Valiant, ha? Valiant. Valiant, Valiant, Valiant. Kinig tayo dito, ha? Kinig tayo. Renmar, kinig tayo dito. Nasaan na si Lilzo? Alam ko, alam mo naman. Pero, pakita ka nga sa akin, nagsiswimming ka na naman. Hindi ko nakita ang full face. At saka si Patrick. Si Marion lang ang may karapatang hindi magpakita ng full face. Okay. Okay, kinig tayo, ha? Kinig tayo. Class, yung bilog sa loob ng bilog. Okay? Yun ang tinatawag na nucleus. Doon sa mature cell, makikita nyo, color violet siya. Okay? Color violet siya. Doon sa kabila, medyo madami tayong cells doon. So, tingnan nyo na lang yung malaki. Yung medyo lavender ang color. Tapos blue. Huwag malilito doon. Pag blue ang background, dyan sa pinakamalaki, ha? Tingin tayo sa pinakamalaki, yung nasa gitna. Yung color blue na yan, cytoplasm lang yan, ha, class? Okay? Yung color violet to pinkish na yan, lavender, kung ano, lilac, sige, tawagin nating lilac para merong differentiation. Iyan ang tinatawag na nucleus. Okay? Clear tayo, klaro tayo doon, ha? Walang hindi nakakasunod. Okay. So nasaan ba ang chromatin? Sige, nasaan ang chromatin? Sinagot na, tinulungan na kayo ni Andrea. Ang chromatin ay nakikita sa nucleus, kaya nga chromatin, 'di ba? Nasaan ba ang chromosome mo, Valiant? Nasaan ba? Nasa nucleus din, 'di ba? Hindi naman lumulutang-lutang sa serum mo, 'di ba? Hindi naman, 'di ba, Valiant? Oh, diba? Yes, nag-agree din siya. In fairness naman kay Sir Mark. Sir Marco, in fairness naman kay Valiant, nag-agree naman siya. Now, ngayon, Renmar, kinig tayo dito. Ano sa tingin mo yung pinagkaiba nung nasa gitna? Bakit niya nasabing coarse? Are you familiar with felt paper, class? Familiar kayo, 'di ba? Parang pag kinamot mo siya, para siyang felt paper. 'Di ba? Pag ginanon mo siya, para siyang felt paper. 'Di ba? Kaya coarse ang tawag doon. Tingnan niyo yung dense ng mature. Tingnan niyo ang nucleus. Na-appreciate niyo ba? Ha? Tingnan niyo, parang smooth lang siya o wala mga butlig-butlig na puti, 'di ba? Onti lang kung meron man, 'di ba? Lilzo, nakita mo? Nakita mo, no? Oh, 'di ba? Medyo coarse. Medyo pag mas bata ang cell, medyo coarse siya. So, ibig sabihin yung parang pag kinamot mo, maiiwan yung kuko mo, Valiant. Yung fake nails mo, Valiant. Ganon. Okay? Okay? Ganon ang description ko sa mga students ko. And I think, pag nagturo ako doon sa mga doon sa mga intern namin, maski nung nandun ako sa Saudi, na-appreciate naman nila na parang pag kinutkot mo siya, parang maiiwan yung, may sasabit sa kuko mo. Ganon. Okay? Clear? Clear tayo pag ang difference ng coarse at saka dense, ha? Kasi mamaya after ng titingnan natin ang choices nyo lang, mature or immature. Ganon. Magbibigay ako ng mga iba't ibang klase ng cells. Okay? Okay. Next slide, please. So, wag kakalimutan yun, ha, yung difference ng chromatin pattern. So, there's another difference na naman tayo. Another difference with regards to the chromatin pattern. Depende kung ang precursor is erythroid or myeloid. Ano ba ang end product ulit ng erythroid precursors? What is the end product of erythroid precursors? Nasaan na si Renmar? end product ng precursors ng erythroid series? Renmar? Very good. Bakit hindi sure? Renmar dapat sure. Confident with a beautiful heart. Di ba? Ulit. Confident. Walang question mark sa dulo. Ulit. Erythroid precursors. Yeah. Wala man lang wala man lang yeah. Very good. Yan ang gusto ko. Pakaldagan mo, Valiant. Myeloid precursors. Ano ang end product? Huwag mong sabihin, hindi mo na naman alam, sasampalin na talaga kita, anak, ha? Kukulamin kita dito. Hindi kita masasampal pala. Kukulamin kita dito. Ano na? Yung opposite lang sasabihin mo, te. Ano bang opposite ng RBC? Huwag mo sasabihin thrombocyte. Masasampal talaga kita. Oh, confident, hindi, medyo lalaki, medyo butch tayo doon, ha? White blood cells po. Parang barkada lang ni Patrick at saka ni ano, ha? Medyo butch tayo doon, ha? Last mo na yan, ha? Valiant, last mo na yan. Alright, let's see the difference between them. So, erythroid precursors are much more coarser than myeloid precursors. So, yan na nilagay ko na sa inyo, ha? Para sa inyo, ni-ready ko na. Erythroid, sa baba ng erythroid, ng erythroid precursor na word, erythroid. Sa baba ng myeloid. Look at the difference, 'di ba? Sa tingin mo, pag kinamot mo, 'di ba? Mas much coarser. Pag kinamot mo siya, sa tingin mo mas maraming maiiwan sa kuko mo pag erythroid precursors. Yun lang yung 'di ba? Yun lang yung difference nilang dalawa. Actually, yan yung mga tinatanong namin mga pathologists namin dito diyan sa Pinas nung nagwo-work pa ako. Natanong nila, anong blast cell yan, Manuel? Ginanon ako. Syempre ako napaganyan. Para akong si Valiant, lalaking-lalaki ang sagot ko. Erythroid precursors po. Ganoon ako sa pathologist. Lalaking-lalaki din yung sagot ko. Erythroid precursors po, doktora. Sa awa ng Diyos, hindi ako nasampal ni doktora. Erythroid nga naman talaga. And after that, talagang sinundan ko yun kasi yun yung first patient ko eh. Yung first patient ko na may leukemia sa buong karera ko. Syempre, you never forget your first. 'Di ba? 'Di ba, Patrick? No, you never forget your first. Hindi ko din makakalimutan yung first person na namatay on my hands. Yung last touch ako habang nag-i-extract ng dugo. Toot! Hindi ko din makakalimutan yon. Kaya hindi ko na sasabihin yung pangalan pag pag in-off na lang natin yung live stream kasi baka sabihin disrespectful. Okay? So, pag myeloid precursors is much more coarser than erythroid precursors are much more coarser than myeloid precursors. Don't forget, erythroid precursors are much more coarser than myeloid precursors. Okay? Look at the difference. Can you guys see the difference side by side? 'Di ba? Mas mukhang makinis ng konti although coarse siya, 'di ba? 'Di ba? All right. Now, next. What is the significance of nucleoli of a nucleoli to a cell? Well, basically, a nucleoli determines the contents of the ribosomes or protein synthesis. Nucleoli contains the site of the ribosomes, which is basically the site of protein synthesis. And as a cell age, they eventually disappear. Okay? The more mature the cell, the more likely that there's going to be less or even no amount of nucleoli. Even the mature cells that I'm talking about are those below the second and third below the second mature ones. There you can still see nucleoli below the second one. So just for your information. Okay? Okay, clear pa? Nakakasunod pa, guys. Okay, next thing that we need to look at is the cell cytoplasm. Okay? The cell cytoplasm is a great indication of the cell's age or maturity. Okay? The cell starts out basophilic and then it becomes slightly eosinophilic. So what does it look like when it's basophilic and when it's eosinophilic? Ano bang itsura ng basophil muna? Ano bang base ano bang base stain natin na ginagamit. So let's talk about what's the indicator, not indicators, stains that we use for hematology. Most of the time we're using what? H&E, di ba? Hematoxylin and eosin, right? Sometimes you could use right stain, which is basically a two-part stain, a Romanowski stain, di ba? May pag-uusapan natin yung pag nasa cytochemical stains na tayo, class. Pero just for you guys to take note of, hematoxylin is violet and eosin is orange. Um, prior to sino na bang nag-intern dito nga ulit? Patrick, right? You do stains when you were doing your internship, right? Ay, a day in the life of ma'am kayo. Yun yung internship nyo, yung Oh. Nasaan na si Mark Segi? Nasaan na si Mark Segi? Si Mark Segi ba nag-hospital na din ba yan? Oh. Nag-rotate ka naman siguro sa Hema or baka pinalayas ka sa Hema dahil makulit ka. Nag-rotate naman. 'Di ba nag-stain kayo? Ano ginagamit yung stain sa lab nyo? Mm. Okay. Gumagamit din kayo ng GEMSA? Hindi na. Hindi na. Okay. Wag ka na mag-alala sa GEMSA. Para cytology naman siya usually. Okay. So thank you. So anong ginagawa niyo? Sinasawsaw niyo lang siya, 'di ba? Ganun niyo lang. Tapos work related hazard. Lalasunin kayo ng staff ninyo, 'di ba? Kasi kayo yung pag-aalsin ng oil. Tapos silene ang gamit nyo. Kita, wag ka. Sir Marco, pwede, hindi ko alam nakaka-cancer pala yung silene na yan. gusto, gusto dyan. Hindi ko din alam, Sir Marco. Dito ko lang nalaman sa US. Dito ko lang sa US nalaman. Kasi yung ginamit kong panlinis ng slide, naghanap ako ng silene. Yung mga gram stains namin, naghanap ako ng silene. Hindi pala siya nakaka-cancer siya. Class ha, mag-mask. Mag Mm. Class ha, pag ang staff ninyo pinapinilit kayo, magsumbong kayo sa dekano ninyo ha. Kasi nakaka-cancer yan, class. Ha? Imagine niyo 6 months ako nag-intern, Hema ako lagi kasi gusto ko yung trabaho sa Hema. Maghuhugas lang ako ng slides. Tapos nakaka-cancer pala. Gusto ko pa naman sa Hema dahil doon. Okay? Ano? Oo. Para alsin yung oil. Ba't may Hoy, saang ospital yan? Ako, Sir Marco, kausapin mo yung... Siley. Oh, nilalason kayo ng mga ninyo ha, ng mga respective hospitals ninyo ha. Mm. Ay, hindi yung for storage. Ay, ay, oh, oh. Maski sa Hema? Hoy, grabe naman. Hoy, grabe naman. Girl, I am shocked. Okay. Kaya pala sabi niya may bleach, tinatanggal talaga yung sample. Okay, I get it. Parang gusto, parang gusto ko naman mag-donate. Parang gusto ko naman mag-donate. Diyos ko, kawawa naman kayo. My goodness. Hala. Tapos, oo. Hoy, wag i-reveal yung ospital. Wag i-reveal ang ospital. Nasa YouTube, naka-live tayo, hoy. Baka ma-demonetize. Oh my God, I feel so... Sir Marco, alam ko na ang pasalubong ko sa'yo. Isang box ng slides. Okay, baya magsawa ang mga students. Diyos ko, pag nagturo kami ng mga intern dito sa ibang bansa, tinatapon lang namin yung halos inuubos lang namin yung isang box. Tapos dyan, inawash. My God. Hoy, hindi naman kami nag-wash ng ng totally nire-remove yung sample nung nagtatrabaho ako sa MCU ha. Medyo pa lang MCU. Shoutout sa MCU kasi maganda yung sinasabi natin, pwede natin i-reveal yung hospital. Hindi pag hindi maganda yung sinasabi, hoy ha, wag nyo i-reveal. Okay? Shoutout sa MCU. In fairness, hindi naman binibigyan lang nila kami ng cancer ng mga intern kami. Charing lang. Charing lang yun. Alright. Okay. So balik tayo doon sa usapan natin. So the more bluer the cytoplasm. Balik tayo Moyo sa doon sa may slide taas. Yung may picture. Yan, alam na alam ni Moyo talaga. Kita niyo bluer siya. Kita niyo. Kita niyo yung immature cell. Obvious na obvious, 'di ba? Malaki ang size. Tapos pag tinignan niyo ang cytoplasm, it's blue, right? It's bluer. Right? Beside the erythroid precursor is the mature form. Look at the mature form, 'di ba? Hindi na maganda yung part ng stain, pero makikita natin na pinkish, salmon pink, 'di ba? Kita nyo? Kita nyo yung difference. That's how you differentiate basophilia from eosinophilia or acidophilia. Okay? Clear? Pinkish to bluish to pinkish. The younger the cell, the bluer it is. The older the cell, the pinker it is. Okay? Clear? Okay, let's move on to the next slide after that one. Okay. Tapos na tayo dyan. Let's move on. Yes, we're done with that one also. Okay. Explain basophilia and eosinophilia in the RBC maturation series, So, what am I asking here? Okay? So, basophilia is an indication of the many acidic substances present in the nucleic acid. So, opposites, di ba? So, opposite. The more acidic the nucleus is, the more likely it will absorb the basic stain. 'Di ba? Opposites attract. Kumbaga. Eosinophilia is increased amount of alkaline substances, meaning that there is a lot of hemoglobin and its derivatives in the cytoplasm. Okay? That's why it becomes red. Okay? Clear? Clear. Okay. Clear daw. Sabi ni Valiant, clear, sir. Gano'n, lalaking lalaki. Alright. Let's move on to the next slide. Ito na siya. Tingnan nyo ang difference, di ba? Tingnan nyo ang difference, di ba? Valiant ha, Valiant. Huwag kakalimutan kung saan ang location ng nucleus at cytoplasm. Saan din nakikita ang chromatin, Renmar? Renmar, saan nakikita ang chromatin? Confidently beautiful ha, walang question mark sa dulo. Alright, wonderful. Wonderful. Okay. Pakaldagan mo, Valiant. Charing. Charing lang. Alright. Okay, so the younger the cell, look at the younger the cell, the smaller it is. The younger the cell, the more the more the nucleus to cytoplasmic ratio is equal, 'di ba? What else is there to see? The more basophilic it is, the bluer it is, right? The younger it is. As it grows older, as it grows older, you'll see certain changes, 'di ba? Kita nyo? Clear? Clear ba? Early pro-normoblast, normoblast, basophilic normoblast, polychromatophilic normoblast, early orthochromic normoblast, and then reticulocyte and normal RBC. Kita nyo? Klaro ba? Klaro? Okay. Let's move on to the next slide. Describe the nucleus of a pronormoblast. The nucleus of a pronormoblast is that it has a high nucleus to cytoplasm ratio. Nucleoli is present. Coarse chromatin. Let's see if I'm correct. I'm correct, diba? Kita nyo? Now, I think different tayo ng nakikita. Depende kung anong pinapanood nyo. Whether I think si Lil Zo lang ang makaka-appreciate kasi kitang-kita ko sa mukha niya, red siya eh. Dun sa mga hindi dun sa mga hindi klaro yung kuha, I do apologize. You guys need to look at the slides. You guys need to look at the pictures within the PowerPoint presentation so you can appreciate it more rather than just looking at it in our Google Meet platform. But when you look closely inside, you'll see two outlines, or rather four outlines of a faint outline of an oblong and a circle, right? Oblongs and circles, rather. Right? Nakita mo, Lilzo? Sa loob ng cytoplasm, sa loob ng nucleus, you can still almost a faint outline. Right? Sa color din ng muka ni Mark Segi, red din siya. So, ibig sabihin sa monitor siya nakatingin. Mark, nakikita mo na may parang outline. Hindi siya ganun kaklaro, pero when you squint a little, you'll see the nucleoli, right? Do you see the nucleoli? Yung parang anino lang siya na medyo dark. Okay? Ganyan na. Kung maganda ang microscope nyo at maganda din ang staining quality, ang stain quality ninyo, ganyan na makikita ninyo. Okay? What else do I see? I see nucleoli. Yes, check. Do I see a coarse chromatin? Medyo makakamot ko ba siya, Valiant? Yes, 'di ba? May maiiwan ba sa kuko ko, Valiant, pag kinamot ko? Yes, 'di ba? Kasi parang 'di ba? Parang may sasabit. 'Di ba? 'Di ba? Ganda ng no, ganun. Hoy, hindi ko langot yung sinasabi ko. Valiant, nangisi ka na naman, ha. Hindi maganda yung ngisi mo. Okay? High nucleus to cytoplasmic ratio. Tingnan ang mature RBC sa dulo. Ay, sa tabi. Meron bang nucleus to cytoplasmic ratio? Wala, 'di ba? Kasi nga mature na siya. Nag-undergo na ng pycnosis, 'di ba? Okay? So, siya, makikita ninyo malaking-malaki yung RBC na almost ka-size niya yung buong cell. Okay? Almost ka-size niya yung buong cell. So, the nucleus to cytoplasmic ratio is high. Somewhere around 4 to 3. Okay? 4 to 3 is to 1. Tingnan natin kung tama ako. Alright. Now, let's move on to the next one. The pale, unstained area in the cytoplasm of a pronormoblast is termed as what you call the Golgi apparatus. Let's go back to the previous slide. Back to the previous slide. Ayan. Nasaan dyan yung Golgi apparatus sa tingin mo? Aryan. Nakatingin na lang sa taas si Aryan. Aryan, buhay ka pa ba? Aryan Dorothy. Nakatulog na ata si Aryan. Hala. Hala na. Pakigalaw ba yung baso? Nakanganga pa siya. Kawawa naman. Pagod na pagod. Ano bang ginagawa ninyo dyan sa Pilipinas, class? Nag-travel pa ata yan. Anyways. Nasaan dyan ang Golgi apparatus, Lilzo? Sabi kanina, 'di ba? It's the pale white or unstained area around the cytoplasm of a normoblast. Sinong makakapagturo diyan? Patrick. Nasaan siya makikita? 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock to 12. Nasaan siya? 2 o'clock. Very good. Kita nyo, di ba? It's in the 2 o'clock portion. Kita nyo yung parang puti na yan. Yung parang, hindi yan yung kinamot ni Valiant, okay? With his fake nails. Okay? Alright. Let's go back again, Moyo. Sorry. And we'll show them what it looks like. So, yan. Kita nyo? Pale white area. That's the Golgi apparatus. Di ba? Okay, now let's go to the next slide. What cellular activity that is happening in the pronormoblastic stage? The production of enzyme and hemoglobin variants. Hemoglobin variants, ano ba yung hemoglobin variants na yan? HbA, HbF, HbA1 and 2, di ba? Okay, clear? And if you're abnormal, you're producing HbS, obviously. Okay, but that doesn't occur in nature that much, so let's try to stick with the normal ones. Next slide, please. Okay, so we're correct. Enzymes and proteins for hemoglobin synthesis. Okay? Next. What is the nucleus to cytoplasmic ratio? Let's move on to another cell. Basophilic normoblast. So the nucleus to cytoplasmic ratio of basophilic normoblast is around 6:1. Okay? And the chromatin pattern shows slight clumping or signs of clumping. Medyo ano no, medyo clumps nga naman siya, no? Tama? Parang buo-buo yung pattern, no? Alright. Let's move on to the next one. The cytoplasm naman. The cytoplasm of basophilic normoblast is named so because of the richer color of the cytoplasm. Diba? The rich color of blue as opposed to dark violet cytoplasm of the pronormoblastic stage. See? Bluish na siya. There's a bluish tinge. Tanyo? Meaning to say, it's becoming less and less acidic. Okay? Hindi na niya pinoproblema yung cellular division. Masyado. Clear? Claro? Okay, let's move on to the next slide. Although there is hemoglobin synthesis occurring in the cytoplasm of basophilic normoblast, what is the reason why it remains basophilic? It remains basophilic because of the presence of organelles that mask the production of hemoglobin. Okay? Organelles that mask, which make it retain the blue color instead of the salmon pink color. Okay? Mas higher, although mas higher yung hemoglobin synthesis, and there's active hemoglobin synthesis going on in these types of cells. The reason why is because of the organelles and the ribosomes. Acidic pa din naman kasi yung mga products nila eh. Okay? Let's go to the next one. We're going to the polychromatophilic normoblast. This is the polychromatophilic normoblast, and we're talking about the nucleus to cytoplasmic ratio. It becomes a little lower, 4:1. Okay, 4:1. What is the characteristic? This is now the checkered board nucleus. It's evident that there's clumping in the evidence of the clumping in the nucleus. See what's happening. Nyo, medyo nagse-separate na yung color nung pink at saka nung blue. 'Di ba? Yung pink at saka nung blue. And then, when you look at the cytoplasm, guys, can I still see the Golgi apparatus? Just a little bit, right? Let's look at the top left cell. Where do you see the Golgi apparatus in this one? 1 o'clock to 12 o'clock. Sige nga. Patrick, ikaw ulit. 11. What about the one on the upper right one? Upper right corner. Kita pa ba? Kita pa yung Golgi apparatus? If you were to guess, where do you think it is? 5 o'clock? Oh, no. No. That's just... okay, Mark. Oh, 'di ba? Kita nyo? Nakita nyo yung pinag-uusapan namin, Nagigets yung pinag-uusapan namin? Okay? What about the lower one? Can we still see the Golgi apparatus? Anong oo, Valiant? Wala na. Wala ka nang makikita dyan, Valiant. Hoy, Valiant. Valiant, gumanon tumango ka naman, Valiant. Wala namang, Valiant, sakaling kita. Nasaan ang Golgi apparatus dyan? Saang o'clock? Iikot kita dun sa o'clock na yon. Day, wala na, Day. Oh, nakita mo ba, Day? Wala na. Day, wala na, Day. Hala, Day. Hello ko. Magtabi na kayo ni Aryan. Natutulog na si Aryan. No? Day, wala na, Day. Hoy. Ano yung nakita mo, eh? Wait lang. The reason why I asked you guys about that one. Wait lang. Alam ko yung sinasabi mo, Valiant. Alam ko yung nakikita mo sa 5 o'clock. Read the name of the organism, of the blast cell that you're looking for. It's polychromatophilic normoblast. Meaning ibig sabihin, iba-iba na yung staining pattern niya. Yung parang nagva-vary na yung staining pattern niya. Hindi uniform. Polychromatophilic. Look at it closely. Look at the lower one closely. Some parts are stained dark purple, dark pink, while there's a small chunk of it in the cytoplasm. I want you guys to look at the cytoplasm. The bottom one first. Look at it. Can you see the difference on the whole field, in the whole cytoplasmic outline? 'Di ba? Hindi siya uniform. Iba-iba yung iba-iba yung ay, hi mother. Mother ba yung father? May nakita ko naglakad sa likod ni Marion. Hi mother or father. Okay. So yon, nakita nyo, merong variation sa staining. Yan yung sinasabi ng polychromatophilic. Poly meaning there's a lot of staining or there's a lot of many color loving. Di ba? Polychromatophilic. Kita nyo? Hindi siya katulad ng Golgi apparatus doon sa nasa taas. Alam nyo, nakadikit pa din siya sa nucleus. Yung sinasabi ni Valiant na yan, yung white outline, yung whitish outline na yan, chill ka lang, girl. Nagigets ko yung sinabi mo. Actually, medyo advanced ka ng konti. O, diba? Sinalba ko yung kahihiyan ni Valiant. Okay? Anyways, let's go to the next slide. Nagets nyo kung bakit siya pati checkerboard. Checkerboard, ha? Yung nucleus, di ba? Anyways, let's go to the third stage. Why is the third stage of the maturation series named as such? RBC maturation series. Look again at the back, the next slide. I'll present it to you guys again. Because of the irregular pattern of staining in the cytoplasm, there is an irregular pattern. Look at the mature RBCs, right? It's pink all over. It's pink, almost the same, almost uniform. If it's not uniform, although it's not pink on the whole side, because we all know it's biconcave, diba? But the parts where there is no the parts where there is no biconcavity, you'll see that there is a consistent staining pattern, as opposed dun sa staining pattern ng nasa baba. Parang parang medyo parang kinalmot siya. Okay, or binasa ng konti ng watercolor. Nagets nyo? Clear? Clear ba, Renmar? Pag hindi klaro, pwedeng magtanong anak. Okay? Okay, anak? Renmar. Hindi ka nag-o of Renmar. Naku, nakatulog na din si Renmar. Good morning, Arian. Okay. Tumayo na si Arian. Okay. Good morning. Ayan. Good morning, Arian. Okay. Now, let's move on to the next slide. The polychromatophilic normoblast is said to be the first stage of the maturation series to exhibit what type of staining in the cytoplasm? Reddish to pinkish staining. Okay? Reddish to pinkish staining. This is because there's an increase in the concentration of hemoglobin. Ito na yung from 0 to 90 degrees, from 0 to 90 miles per hour na yung production ng tumaas na yung horsepower ng production ng hemoglobin. Okay? Because it's getting ready to survive on its own without the nucleus. Okay? It's getting ready for pycnosis. Now, we're going to go to the next one. Okay? And then talk about the nucleus of the orthochromatic normoblast. Okay? Why do I always say, describe the nucleus of the orthochromic normoblast? Why do I say pycnosis? I'll show you. Next slide. Look at the nucleus. It's like it's pointing out, right? Para siyang utong. 'Di ba? Parang lumalabas na yung violet, parang lalabas na siya. Medyo crass yung ko ha. Sorry, natawa si Segi, tsaka si Patrick. Puro kayo kalukuhan. Okay? It looks like a nipple, right? Class, why walang mahalis kayo talaga? Parang utong. Di ba? Okay? Because why? It's protruding. The WBC, the RBC in this maturation series still has a nucleus, but it's undergoing pycnosis. Okay? PYK-NOTIC. Okay? Pycnosis. O pycnotic. Okay? It's condensed also. You're not going to see any clumping there. Hindi na siya, pag kinamot mo siya, parang onting-onti na lang yung maiiwan, 'di ba? 'Di ba? Na-appreciate nyo, art appreciation tayo ngayon, class. Okay. May klase ba kayong art appreciation? Meron kasi kami doon, nasa school kami. Art up. Okay, art appreciation tayo, class, ngayon, ha? Actually, one of the reasons why I took medical technology instead of physical therapy is the drawing. Mahilig ako mag-drawing kasi. Art up tayo ngayon, class, ha? Okay. Now, what is the color of the cytoplasm of an orthochromatic normoblast? It's pink to orange. It no longer has that bluish hue, and this is an indication of the completeness of hemoglobin production. Parang wala na siyang pake sa nucleus niya. Okay? Ready na siya mag-survive for how many days? Ariane Dorothy, good morning by the way. How many days do you think an RBC can survive on its own without a nucleus? 48 hours. 48 hours lang ang RBC. Okay. Nabigla ako. Ariane, nabigla ako. Huwag mo akong ginaganon. Muntik na akong ma-stroke. Akala ko si Sir Marco lang ang papatayin niyo. Tumaas ang blood pressure ko bigla from a mellow 110 systolic and a 90 80 diastolic biglang naging 200 to 100 ha. Wag ganun ha. Wag ganun, Arian, ha? 120 days. Okay, in fairness naman kay Arian, binawi niya agad before bumula yung bunganga namin. Oo, naramdaman ko biglang bumula. No? Oo. Oo. Diyos ko. Magkakarabis din ako dito. Charit. Wag ganun. Okay, thank you, Arian. At least short term lang yung stroke na binigay mo sa akin. Mini heart attack lang yung binigay mo sa akin. In fairness, kinorek naman niya yung sarili niya. Naloka ako kay Arian. Okay. Wag ganun, Day, ha. Last na yun. Class, wag ganun, ha. Last na yan. Okay. Let's go to the next slide. We're talking about the nucleus. Oh, sorry. May histopathology recall tayo. Oh, histopathology recall. What are the steps of nuclear dissolution? So, we're going to start first with karyolysis, pycnosis, and karyorexis. Ano yung mga pinagsasabi mo, sir? Karyolysis is basically the nucleus condensing and getting ready for getting ready to become an utong. Okay? Utong basically is pycnosis. Yung nagpuputrude na siya. Karyorexis is the expulsion of the what? Of the nucleus. Okay? Huwag niyo kakalimutan pag nasa gitna ang utong. Okay? Huwag kakalimutan pag pinag-usapan natin ang nuclear dissolution, ang nasa gitna utong. Okay? Kasi pycnosis ang nangyayari. Okay? Clear? Clear, Renmar? Pasensya na po dun sa mga parents na nakikinig. Ganyan lang po talaga ako magturo para mapukaw ang atensyon ng aking mga estudyante. Ang lalim ng Tagalog, di ba? Ang lalim. Pasensya na po. Wala po akong ibig. Hindi ko po sila tinuturuan ng kalokohan. Si Mark Segi yon. Okay? Anyways, let's move on to the next slide. What organ is responsible for the removal of the nucleus? Nako, tinanong ko na to kanina. Yan yung sinaksak ko si Mark Segi sa tagiliran. Sinong pwedeng sumagot? Arian. Naalala niya na sinaksak ko si Mark Segi sa tagiliran. Anong organ yan? Confidently beautiful with the heart. Yan ang gustong-gusto kong pagsagot ng tanong. Confidence, di ba? Confidence, hindi yung Renmar ganito. Sir, ano po ba? Hindi ganun, ha? Gusto ko, Sir, spleen. Spleen. Ganun na. Galit na galit pa. Renmar, hindi yung kaganyan pa. Ayoko ang pabebe. Tapos na yung pabebe mode mo, ha? Malaki ka na. Girl, you grown folk. Stop it. Okay? You grown folk. You're a grown-ass woman. Okay? Anyways, let's move on since we're grown-ass women. Okay? It's the spleen. Okay? It's the spleen. Alright. Now, when small fragments of the nuclear material are left behind by splenic macrophages, what is the term for the inclusion bodies left behind? Nako. Nuclear material. Hindi nyo dapat yan makakalimutan. Every year na pinagtuturo ako ni Sir Marco ng hematology, hindi ko papakalimot sa inyo. Pag sinabi nating Howell Jolly Bodies. Okay? Huwag niyong kakalimutan ang pauso ko na mnemonic. Jolly D. Howell Jolly Bodies. Okay? Jolly D. Kasi D is an indication of DNA. Okay? Wag kakalimutan ang mnemonic ha. Ang last year, nasa Saudi pa ako nung nagturo ako ng hematology. Kaya sabi ko, class, namimiss ko na ang Jolly D. Sabi nila, wala naman Jolly D, sir. Jolly D. Ibig sabihin, Howell Jolly Bodies. Okay? Bakit may D? Kasi nandoon ang DNA. Okay? DNA yan. Laging tinatanong yan sa mga board exam questions. Okay? So, wag kakalimutan. Kung meron man kayong matutunan dito, sana wag nyo makalimutan kung hindi nyo maalala lahat, pero ito lang ang naalala nyo, masaya na ako nun, class. Okay? Masaya na ako nun. Although si Sir Marco, bubula yung bunganga niya. At least thankful ako na naalala nyo yung Jolly D. Kasi proud ako na pinauso ko yan. Okay? Okay? Clear? Clear ba yung mnemonic natin? Howell Jolly Bodies? Baka naman ano yung DNA, sir? Sabi nuclear material. Sasampalin ko kayo. Saan ba nakikita ang DNA? Diba sa nucleus? Okay? Sabi ko, sir, kasi sabi nuclear material eh. Hindi naman DNA eh. Wag ganon ha. Wag chikadora ng ganon. Okay? So, clear tayo. Howell Jolly Bodies. Jolly D ang shortcut ko. D for DNA. Clear? Clear? Hindi na tayo masisiro sa board exam, ha? Okay. Next. The unique staging characteristic of polychromatophilic normocyte. It is the only RBC precursor that can be staged without a nucleus. Polychromatophilic normocyte. 'Di ba? Normocyte nga siya, 'di ba? Cell dapat siya. Ine-expect natin may nucleus. 'Di ba? It is the only, actually the answer to this slide, the answer to this question is how some questions in recall board exam questions are phrased. Ganyan na ganyan. It is the only RBC precursor cell that can be staged without a nucleus. Without the nucleus. Or without a nucleus. Ginaganon lang nila. Okay? Or they can change it to, it is the only RBC precursor that can be staged in the absence of a nucleus. Ganun lang sila yan. Ganyan lang sila magtanungan. Ini-echoes lang yung mga students. Pag binago kasi yung line of questioning, naluluka na sila. Okay? Alright, now, let's talk about the morphological differences of polychromatophilic normocytes from a normocyte. Yun ba ang next question? Okay. So, what is the difference between a polychromatophilic normocyte from a normocyte or mature RBC? A polychromatophilic normocyte has a wrinkly or lumpy or potato-like cytoplasm. Yung shape niya parang patatas. Okay, parang si Sarah. 'Di ba? Ano ba binabalatan ni Sarah? Patatas. 'Di ba? Ano bang itsura ng patatas? Parang irregular na bilog, 'di ba? Oblong. 'Di ba? Whilst a normocyte is a biconcave disc. There's biconcavity. Okay? Imagine biconcavity as yung tenga ng AirPods Pro. 'Di ba? Meron parang ano sa loob. May parang hollowness sa loob. Biconcavity is basically both sides, front and back. Merong hollow sa loob. Okay? Clear? Let's move on to the next one. The shape of a polychromatophilic normocyte is polished by macrophages in what organ? Alam ni Arian yan. Confidently beautiful Arian. What is the organ that polishes or makes the cell or RBCs look more circular and biconcave? O binago ko na naman yung question. Ano, Arian? Confident dapat? Wala nang ano na siya. Girl, she is no longer having it. She is tired. I just want to go to bed. I am sleepy. Can we see if she's correct? Yes. Hindi na siya yung spleen. Wala na yung ganon. Wala nang spleen. Okay? So, it is the spleen. So, di ba nakita niyo yung culling and pitting? Diyan na pumapasok yon. Okay? Culling is basically destroying the cell that is not of normal shape or size or contents. Pitting is basically removing the inclusion bodies. Okay? Alright. Functional changes in the polychromatophilic normocyte. That is the next thing that you need to remember. There are two functional changes. Number one, it has the complete. The first one is it has completed the hemoglobin production, but there is still residual mRNA. You'll find out later why this is important. There is a reduction of adhesion molecules which allow the cell to exit the bone marrow. Saan nga sila nanggagaling? Sa cords, 'di ba? Sa cords sila nanggagaling. Paano sila lulusot? Dadaan sila muna dun sa mga gate na tinatawag nating bone marrow endothelial cells. Okay? Okay? Yung mga cells na tinatawag nating mga gate. Okay? Kasi sila lang ang nag-aalaw ng passage of particles and substances to the bone marrow. Okay? Aside sa blood vessels. Okay? Now, let's move to the next one. We answered that one already. Now, we're talking about polychromatophilic normocyte when it comes to vital stains. By the way, a polychromatophilic normocyte is also known as what? Patrick. Para masagot natin itong question na to na mas madali. Oh, it is the only one that can be stained using a vital stain. Yes. The other name for polychromatophilic normocyte is reticulocyte, right? Yan, 'di ba? Reticulocyte. Okay. Now, let's move on to the next slide. You'll find the new term punctate basophilia. What is the difference between diffuse basophilia and punctate basophilia? Punctate basophilia is characterized by bluish dots in the cytoplasm. Okay? While diffuse basophilia is bluish throughout the cytoplasm. Bluish dots. Okay? What do I mean by punctate? Parang sinuntok-suntok siya. Tapos nabutas-butas siya na blue. Okay? Kaya nga punctate. From the word punch. Okay? Parang sinuntok-suntok siya. Parang luluwa siya dahil sobrang ano. Pero yung bluish ano siya. May bluish tinge doon sa parts ng cytoplasm na may mga ano, may residual RNA. Okay? Clear? Clear? Kung anong difference ng punctate basophilia? Now, what causes basophilia? What causes the basophilia imparted in a normal RBC? It's the residual RNA. Okay? Huwag kakalimutan si Howell Jolly Bodies ha. Dark pink siya. Pero ang residual RNA, ano siya? What? Basophilic, 'di ba? Bluish ang tinge niya. Okay? All right? Clear ba tayo? Clear? Clear tayo sa lahat? Wala pa tayong tanong? Any clarifications? Okay? Wala. Wala, Renmar, ha? Arian, alam niya sabihin, spleen. Okay? Bakit? Kasi sinaksak ni Sir Manuel si Mark Segi sa tagiliran. Yun yung sagot. Okay. Anyways, let's move on to the next topic. I think the next topic is about, yes, thank you. It's about mature RBCs. Okay? So mature RBCs look like that. Okay? When you flip it over, it looks the same. Kaya nga may tinatawag na biconcavity. Okay? There's like a depression in the middle. Parang may dimple siya sa gitna. Okay? Ngiti ka nga, Valiant, kung katulad ka. Ngiti ka ba kung meron kang kung meron kang dimples? Wala. Wrinkles yung nakita ko nung ngumiti ka eh. Wrinkles yung nakita ko, crow's feet. Sino ba bang nandiyan? Si Lil Zo. Lil Zo, patingin nga ng smile. Pag mga pinanganak sa America, ganyan eh. Hindi America ha. America. Okay. Sino pa ba? Wala nang ngingiti. Bahala kayo dyan. Hindi ko kayo bigyan ng plus points. Anyways, let's move on. Ano, nangiti-ngiti ka na dyan ngayon, Valiant. Pa-project ka pa. Bahala ka dyan sa buhay mo. Okay. Next slide tayo. Describe the cytoplasm of a mature RBC. How do we describe it? Well, it's reddish pinkish. The staining is there's a reddish pinkish staining in the in the periphery, and there's a central pallor. Okay? The central pallor is normally one third of the cell size. Okay? Alright? So, wag kakalimutan yan kasi when you're grading RBCs for anemia, you need to take note of the central pallor. It's especially important when we go to the when we go to the topic of peripheral blood examinations. Okay? Kasi meron tayong mga fina-follow na World Health Guidelines which again appear in the board exams. Okay? So clear tayo dyan ha. 1/3 lang siya, hindi siya 1/2. Okay? Pag 1/2, abnormal yon. Pag 1/4, hindi din pwede yon. Okay? Reddish to pinkish lang ang staining. Okay? With a central pallor. Okay? Or pallor. Ang arte, pallor. Okay? Very California girl. Pallor, sir. Like I see a pallor on, there's a central pallor on the cell, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's 1/3 of the cell size, and that's normally what an mature RBC look like. Ganon. Ganon tayo maging California girl. Okay? Pag taga Bronx, paano? Pag taga Bronx, ano? Pag taga Bronx, Lilzo, paano? Child! pag taga Bronx, alam ni ano. Girl, I know what it looks like. Charot. Charing lang. Pinasasaya ko lang kayo kasi inaantok na si Arian. Alright. Anyways, let's go to the next slide. Okay. in relation to the oxygen carrying capabilities of an RBC, why is the shape important? Why is the shape important? Or what is the importance of the RBC shape? Okay? Well, the biconcavity allows the cell to move, allows the hemoglobin to move closer. Or sorry, it pushes the hemoglobin closer to the surface of the cell for better oxygen carrying capacity. Let's see if I'm correct. Okay? So the biconcavity is important in pushing the hemoglobin closer. Okay? So it's not actually in the center of the RBC where the hemoglobin is concentrated. It's actually in the periphery. Kaya nga nandun yung staining eh. 'Di ba? And remember, the cells doesn't just go and flow in a 3D form. It doesn't just flow in a 2D format like what you see in the peripheral smear. It's 3D sometimes. It's 3-dimensional. Okay? So WRBCs are 3-dimensional. So they twist and turn. They are flexible, okay? They can move about the blood vessels no matter how, even if it's the size of a capillary, okay? So keep that in mind. All right? Now, let's move on to the next thing. I think we still have more. Important notes to remember include board exam. By the way, if there is something that you need to remember, this part of the discussion is it. Okay? So what are the things that we need to remember? Let's start with the first one. Board exam question number 1. The last cell in the RBC maturation series capable of mitosis. The last cell in the RBC maturation series capable of mitosis is the what? The polychromatophilic normoblast. Okay, it's the polychromatophilic normoblast, also known as what? Also known as your rubricite. Okay? Ayan na. Next question na tayo. Laging lumalabas sa board. Hindi 48 hours, Arian, ha? Tama ka na dun sa may bago. Hindi 48 hours. Muntik na ako magkaroon ng epistaxis kanina tsaka ng stroke dahil dun sa 48 hours. So, ang sabi ni Arian kanina, 120 days. Tama ba siya? Tingnan nga natin. Yes, 120 days. Bigyan ng jacket yan. Okay? Alright. Now, let's move on to the next one. Everybody knows that already. In some books, I don't know if it's Henry. In some books, by the way, it's 110 to 120 days. 105 dun sa isa pang book na nabasa ko to 120 days. Okay? So, we just took the max one. Okay? Ang tinuro sa amin sa board review namin, mo daw siya, kunin mo daw yung average nung kung siya, ganito ang choices mo. 100, 110, 120, 130. Okay? Kung wala si 120 doon, kunin mo yung average, 115. Basta ganun daw ang tinuro sa amin. Okay? And in-impart ko lang sa inyo yung knowledge. Okay? Now, let's talk about WBC, the important one. Which WBC is close to the size of an RBC? That is a lymphocyte. If you look at the lymphocyte, if you look at the size of a lymphocyte and compare the histograms to that of a lymphocyte, or if you took a lymphocyte and you compare the histogram of an RBC to it, you'll see that the size is almost the same. And again, that is another question that that will be asked of you. But before we go there, another follow up, another recall question is on the next slide. Please take a note of this one. How many days does it take for a mature RBC to form from a BFUE? Ano ba yung BFUE? Progenitor cell siya, 'di ba? Hindi pa siya under na ano. Parang committed pa lang siya na, ay, okay, I know I'm going to be an RBC but I'm not yet there, 'di ba? Parang committed pa lang siya. Multipotent pa siya, hindi na kasi committed na siya eh. Okay? So, BFUE takes about 18 days to 21 days. Okay? 18 days to 21 days. And I think that's about it. We're going to move on to granulopoiesis. Is that right, Marion? Okay, yeah, it's granulopoiesis. How long does it take to form a mature granulocyte from a blast cell? So it takes about 14 days. Okay, that's the reason why, if symptoms persist, consult a doctor, right? Like for example, you're taking an antibiotic and nothing's working, right? You come back, oh my gosh, we gave you the wrong antibiotic. That's the reason why. 14 days yung ano niya. Okay? Kaya 14 days. Okay, why? What does what do most antibiotics do? It enhances what? It enhances the ability of the immune system, particularly the granulocytes, to fend off a disease. Okay? It doesn't really kill the organism. There's no such thing as there's no antibiotic that does that. There is a chemotherapeutic drug. There are chemotherapeutic drugs that are antibacterial, but an antibiotic usually just helps it out. Kaya nga laging sinasabi, if symptoms persist, consult a doctor. Ano ba yung gaano ba kahaba ang sinasabi nila na yon? 14 days usually. Kaya nga 'di ba matagalan ang gamot ng antibiotics? Ganyan kahaba kasi ganun katagal mapaltan yung mga nakipaglaban na WBCs. Okay? All right. Doon ko lang nalaman. Recent ano ko lang yan, recent finding, recent ano ko lang yan, addition ko lang yan sa lecture ko. If you look at my previous lectures, I did not add that. Diba? Diba? Nag-update tayo ng konti. Alright? Now, enumerate the cells in the granulocyte maturation series in order. Ayan na naman. Sir, ayan na naman. Paulit-ulit na naman tayo. Yes, I want this to be tattooed to your memories. Okay? Okay? Zoe, naaalala mo pa ba? From the youngest to the most mature? Naaalala pa? Si Mark Segi nag-unmute. Wala nang nakakaalala sa inyo. Sir Marco, wala nakakaalala sa kanila out of the 58 students that are here. Walang nakakaalala. Tama ba yun? Lalabas na naman yung Ilongga accent ko. Hindi naman ako Ilongga. Ha? Yes, enumerate the cells. Yes. Hoy, erythroblast. Hoy. Granulocyte tayo. Granulocyte ang pinag-uusapan. Granulocyte. White blood cell tayo. Wala. Yes, ayan. Hindi sure. Hindi lang sure, Sir Marco. Or, okay. Pinahirapan niya sarili niya. Inisa-isa niya, Sir Marco. Nagpapakitang gilas. Ikaw kasi sinindak mo, Sir Marco, eh. Nilabasan mo ata ng pangil, eh. wag, wag ganun, Sir Marco. Huwag nilalabasan ng pangil, ha? Okay. Okay. Oo. Pagod na yan. Pagod na siguro. Okay. Oo. Sabi ko, sasampalin ko itong mga bata na to. Nanggaling pa ako ng overtime ko. Tapos itong mga to, walang energy. Ako may energy pa ako. O, wag mo sasabihin, pag pumasok na kayo ng ospital, ganyan, ay naku, pasok na naman, Monday na naman. Yan yung mga estudyante na yan, ganyan na ganyan yung mga new graduates dito sa pinagtatrabahuan ko. Huwag kayong ganyan ha. Huwag niyong gagayahin yung mga kano na katrabaho ko ha. Oo. Isa na ako doon, Charing. At Charing, wala naman akong mataas yung bayad pag pumasok kami ng holiday. Kaya gustong-gusto ko nga pumasok eh. Okay. Right. Correct naman siya. Patingin nga mo yun kung tama yung ginawa, pinagsasabi ni ano. Okay. Earliest recognizable stage is the myeloblast, promyelocyte, myelocyte, metamyelocyte, band cell or stab cell, and segmenter or segmented granulocyte. Okay? What are your segmented granulocyte? For those who don't know, it's eosinophil. Sorry. Gusto ko nga pala sunod-sunod. Neutrophil, eosinophil, and what? Basophil. Sorry, baliktad pala. Neutrophil, basophil, and eosinophil. Para maalala nyo na yung interleukins niya. 3, 4, 5. Okay? Di ba? Para hindi nyo makalimutan. Di ba? Kasi may mga interleukin yan. Okay? Clear? Clear ba? Clear? Claro? Okay. Let's talk about the myeloblast. Okay. So the myeloblast, the size of a myeloblast is 50 to 20 micrometers, tuloy, micrometers. 50 to 20 or micrometers. Micrometers. Okay? Bakit ko hinighlight diyan sa may slideshow yung size niya? Kasi there was once a time na tinanong mga examiners ng PRC ha, hindi ng ASCP. PRC yan na board exam. Okay, tinanong yan. Okay? Kaya naluka ang mga review center, isinama yan sa lahat ng review notes. Okay? Hindi pinapansin normally, pero tinatanong. Okay? Pero actually nung nakita ko yung question, sabi ko siya lang naman yung may pinakamalaking size. So yun normally kung naintindihan mo na the younger the cell, the larger it is, you're going to assume it's going to be at around 15 to 20 micrometers. Okay? And the nucleus to cytoplasmic ratio is 4:1 and the number of nucleoli is 2 to 5. Okay? Next slide. Okay. What is the appearance of the nucleoblast of a myeloblast? The appearance of the nucleoblast is round to oval. The cytoplasm is basophilic. What's the other thing that you notice with the myeloblast? And do you know where the myeloblast is in this picture? Renmar, you're shaking your head. Does that mean you don't know where the myeloblast is? Oh, okay. Maybe it's another. What about Valiant? Do you know where the myeloblast is in there? In that picture? Myeloblasta. Bigay ko sa iyo yung characteristics. 15 to 20 microns. Nucleus to cytoplasmic ratio is 4:1. There is the presence of nucleoli at around 2 to 5. Where do you think it is? Somebody raised their hand. O ayan na ulit. Sige, Valiant. Andali. Tingnan natin 9 o'clock. 1, 2. So, hoy sa 7. Hoy! 8 o'clock. Anong 9 o'clock? Nandito yung 9 o'clock, oh. Napatingin tuloy ako sa may Pwede naman sabihin lower right? Yung pinakamalaking cell. Ni 9 o'clock pa ako, nakakaloka ka talaga. Pero yes, tama ka naman. Medyo paling lang tayo dun sa sa o'clock. Pero okay, yeah, you're correct. Okay? So, clear? Clear ha? Sa makita nyo may nucleo. Yan, dyan sa may slide na yan, mas ma-appreciate nyo yung nucleoli, no? Nakita nyo yung nucleoli, Lilzo? Okay, Renmar, nakita mo yung nucleoli? Say, give me a thumbs. Ay, taray, nag-heart na lang. O, sige. Okay, go. Klaro sa kanya. Nag-heart siya eh. Okay. Alright. Let's go to the next slide. Describe the chromatin pattern of a myeloblast. Naku, ito na naman tayo yung chromatin pattern na yan. Okay. Pakita natin ulit ang picture. Okay. So the fine chromatin granule, it's a fine chromatin, meaning hindi ganun kadami yung masasabit sa kuko mo. Kita mo? Hindi siya ganun ka-coarse. Kita mo? Medyo ano siya, mukha siyang carpet ngayon na may ihi ng aso. ganun yung ano, art appreciation tayo, class. Art is subjective eh. To me, this looks like a carpet that my chow chow dogs peed on. Right? Right? It looks like a carpet. It doesn't look like felt paper. Right? 'Di ba? Beside it, compared to the cells beside it, this is how the pathologist in MCU told me how to differentiate it. How to differentiate chromatin pattern. Always look at the cell beside it. Sometimes, especially if it's a bone marrow aspirate, look at the cell beside it. The chromatin pattern is coarser, 'di ba? Mas mukhang maraming maiiwan sa kuko mo, 'di ba? Pag ano. Meaning it's either a mature cell kasi maliit siya or it's an RBC precursor. 'Di ba? Ang cute nung pusa. Hoy, sino yung pusa na yun? Ay, kay Valiant pala yun. Hoy, kanino yung pusa? Patingin naman ako. Ay, ang cute ng pusa. Class, tingnan nyo yung pusa. Huwag nyo muna pansinin yung chromatin pattern. Ay, ang cute. Oh, sige na. Tapos na tayo sa commercial. Alright. Okay. So, ang cute no, bye. Anyways, let's move on. I'm a cat person, by the way. That's why I like cats. That's why I like a cat first time I saw it. Okay? Class, pagpasensyahan nyo nang sa sermon. He? At least hindi ako mababagsak sa kanila. Ikaw naman yung mababagsak sa kanila, mahal. Mas compared sa akin, mas madami silang puot na itatanim kaysa sa iyo. kaysa sa akin. May ADHD man ako. mas madami silang itatanim na puot sa iyo. Okay. Anyways, tapos na tayo sa commercial na yan. Let's talk about the next slide. I think we're going to talk about promyelocytes. Okay? Promyelocytes have a smaller size. Almost the same size, rather. It's about 5 to 21. 15 to 21 micron. Tumaas ng konti, sir. Parang lumaki siya ng konti. No? That is because yun yung binigay ni Rodak eh. Hindi ko alam kung wala na akong ibang may explain, class. Yun yung binigay ni Rodak. Okay? Hinighlight ko na din siya just for your information. Parang walang nagbago naman. Okay? Parang walang nagbago. Pero mas onti yung ano niya, mas mababa yung nucleus to cytoplasmic ratio niya. Instead na 4:1, okay? Naging 2 to 3:1 na siya. 2 to 3:1. Okay? And the number of nuclei also decreased. Okay? It's not that much anymore. All right? Now, the chromatin pattern is different. Okay? Chromatin pattern is also different, as well as the cytoplasm. I think the next slide is the question that's asking that one. Yeah, describe the chromatin pattern. So the chromatin pattern is, of course, coarser, slightly coarser if you want to be extra with your descriptions. And there is the presence of primary granules. So, there is primary granules, 'di ba? Oh, 'di ba? Kitang-kita yung granules. Okay, so sir, can I identify na kung anong magiging future cells niya? No, not yet. Primary granules is basically a mixture of basophilic granules and eosinophilic granules. So, it's hard to interpret the appearance, okay? Or the type of cell it will become. Okay? Kasi why is this important, by the way? You will notice that when you rotate in hematology, either in your internship or when you become a full-fledged medtech, or you took up medicine and you're now a resident in pathology, one of the things that pathologists look for or report in their results is that most of the time they will write eosinophilic myeloblasts. That's the time the eosinophilic granules or the granulocytic not granulocytic, more basophilic granules are present. They oftentimes report that one because if it is a leukemia, they want to know what is the precursor cell. Okay? So kaya important na tinitingnan kung may granules na present. Okay? Now, let's go to what is the contents. I think the thing that you need to remember is the word camel. Na-realize ko lang yan nung nandun na ako sa Saudi Arabia kasi lagi ako nakakakita ng camel. Okay? So ano bang laman ng ano ba yung camel na yan? Actually, camel stands for cationic antibacterial protein, aryl sulfatase, myeloperoxidase, elastase, and lysosomal enzymes. Do not forget, please highlight the word myeloperoxidase. Highlight that word. Highlight that word. We will come back to that when we study cytochemical staining. Okay? Highlight that one because that is the one that can help us differentiate the type of leukemia present. Okay? Highlight nyo lang yung myeloperoxidase na yan. Okay? Because as the mature cell grows or as the WBC grows, it becomes the activity of myeloperoxidase decrease. Okay? Now, let's talk about the myelocyte. Is that the next one, Marion? Yes. So, myelocyte naman yung pag-usapan natin. The size is a little bit smaller. It's now 12 to 15 micra. And its nucleus to cytoplasmic ratio is equal, 1:1. Okay? And there is no nucleoli present. Okay? No nucleoli present. We can go deeper. Next slide. We can describe the nucleus and the chromatin pattern of the myelocyte as an eccentric nucleus with a coarse chromatin pattern, and it has what you call secondary granules. That is present in the cytoplasm of a myelocyte. Okay? So that's a myelocyte. Look at the difference between a myelocyte and another precursor cell there. Can you see? What type of secondary granules do you see? Or can you identify what type of cell this will become as it matures or becomes a segmenter? Can you see? Can you tell me what type of cell the one in the middle will be? The biggest one with an eccentric nucleus, by the way. Eccentric meaning it's not in the center. It's not a center. It's almost at the edge. Or no, it's at the edge always. Okay? Don't forget the characteristic eccentric nucleus. Okay? Outside the circle. Or outside the center, rather. Okay. Who can identify the type of cell it will become? Is it going to be a neutrophil? An eosinophil? Or a basophil? Or lymphocyte? Just for lols. Okay? Si Patrick lang ang student natin. Sir Marco. Ayan. Eosinophil daw. Sure kayo ha? Tatanungin ko kayo kung bakit. Alam nyo na yan. Wala nang iba. Nandiyan na ang choices class sa ano. Oh. Kayo naman. Sagot naman tayo class. Hanggang kay Jenny Lynn lang. Pagod na sila. Wala nang ano. Wala nang energy. Eosinophil daw. Eosinophil. Or nag-google pa yung mga students. What do you think? Ano kaya sa tingin mo, Mark? Kasi si Mark nag-google din. Hindi pa siya nagsasagot. Okay. Renmar Canlas. Okay. Neutrophil daw. Bakit hindi ka nangopya? Sasampalin kita, anak. Okay, tama na. Tapos na ang ano. Kaya ako sasampalin si anak kasi siya lang ang nagkamali. Okay. Okay. Anak, ano yan? Ano nakikita? Anong color yan? Sige. Kinig tayo dito, anak. Anak, unmute ka. Tatanungin kita ng questions. Anak, anong color nakikita mo?
Purple po.
Sir,
Sir, kasi nagsagot ako ng neutrophil kasi like after ng meta, tas bike.
ha? I don't understand the correlation of that one. Okay. Tinatanong ko lang naman, anong color ang nakikita mo sa cytoplasm? What color of the, what granule, what's the color of the granules that you see in the cytoplasm of the one in the middle? The largest one in the middle.
Purplish po.
Purplish. Purplish ba, class? Zoe, mamaya ko papakita. Sige, mamaya ka na rin, Mar. Sige. Manda ka sa akin. Reddish bluish, yes. Right? It's a little reddish, right? Look at the RBCs beside it. Do they have the same color? Almost the same color? Yes or no? Yes. 'Di ba sinabi ko sa inyo, look at the cell beside it to make a comparison. 'Di ba? Always look at the cell beside it. 'Di ba? Mukha ba siyang blue? 'Di ba mas blue yung nasa tabi niyang dalawa na malaking precursor cells? 'Di ba? Mas mukha silang blue. Mas, as compared to dun sa tabi, 'di ba, na reddish. What did I just tell you a couple of seconds ago, Renmar, ha? Renmar, anak. Nasaan ang walis tingting Valiant? Ilabas mo ang walis tingting. Papaluin natin tong isa mong kapatid. Okay? Nakakalimot. Alright, sige, go. Next na tayo na slide. Okay? So those are the secondary granules. So from that idea, sorry, from that little exercise that I asked you, can you tell what cell it will become? Yes. A lot of you answered eosinophils. Okay? Except for a certain person like me, I answered lymphocyte. 'Di ba? Ini-echoes ko lang kasi kayo just for lols, 'di ba? Pero yes, you can identify it. By the way, that is also a board exam question. Okay? Which of the following cells in the maturation series of WBCs can be the earliest indicator of what cell it will become in its course of maturation? Binago ko lang na naman yan. Mayroon na mas madali na Okay, a segmenter could be identified during which of the earliest stages in the maturation series. Mga ganun yung mga tanungan, mga ka-etchusan. Okay? So, next naman is the contents of neutrophilic myelocytes. So, neutrophilic myelocytes. Ganyan na ang reporting niya. Okay? So, when you see lilac or um, rosy pink granules, you'll know that it's a neutrophil, 'di ba? Lilac granules, coarse lilac granules, 'di ba? Yan yung mga identifying natin. Dark blue, basophilic myelocytes naman ang tawag doon. Yung kanina na nakita ninyo is eosinophilic myelocyte na yon. So let's talk about it one by one. Neutrophilic myelocytes contain 5 things. Laplap, hindi siya laplap ha, lalapsi lang yan. Lalapsi. Wag bastos. Kabastusan talaga, Patrick, ha. Puro kakalokohan. Lalapsi. Nagtawa siya eh. No, sinabi ko na ano lang ako eh. Nautal lang ako eh. Lalapsi. Okay? Lalapsi. Ano yon? Lactoferrin, lysozymes, aminopeptidase, plasminogen activator, and collagenase. 'Di ba? Collagenase. Ang dami niyang ginagawa. Lahat ng ginagawa niya is more on enzymatic activity. What do you mean by lysozymes? Basically, it has the ability to lyse a foreign particle, although it's not yet a mature segmenter. It is capable of doing it. It has the capacity to do so if it's given the opportunity to mature. Lactoferrin basically this separates the ferrous ions. Okay? Aminopeptidase breaks apart proteins. Plasminogen activator initiates clot retraction or fibrinolysis. Collagenase breaks down collagen. Okay? So that the cells can go and migrate to the site of infection or injury. 'Di ba? Ganun siya. So para na din siyang mature cell. It has the potential but it's not yet mature. Okay? Next, an eosinophilic myelocyte, you'll notice that it will have two types of granules. It has the large granules and it has small granules. Okay? Contents of each, super dami. Okay? Huwag na nating tandaan. Large granules just contains a lot of things. MBP. Okay? Mannose binding peptide. Okay? Acid hydrolase, peroxidase, phospholipase, catepsin, eosinophilic cationic factor, eosinophilic derived neurotoxin, eosinophilic protein X, 'di ba? Ang daming charing. Wag kayong mag-alala. Ang usually ng mga tinatanong diyan is yung neutrophilic myelocytes, particularly if we're testing the what? CGD. Ano bang CGD class? Chronic granulomatous disease. Usually yun yung tinatanong sa mga exams. Okay? Hindi ko masyadong pinapaalala sa students ko yan kasi wala pa akong narinig. Dinadagdag ko lang yan just in case you know at kung gusto nyo maging dalubhasa sa HEMA. Okay? Dalubhasa. Okay? Balikan nyo lang tong lecture ko na to. Dated 12/1/2023. Oh my God, Sir Marco, malapit na nga talaga. 3 araw na lang. Oh my God. Pakikantahan ako later. Anyways, let's go to the next slide. Okay. Taray, may video message pa. Gusto ko si ano, si... Oo, gusto ko meron silang presentation for me. Para, may additional points ba yon? Kasi baka mamaya sabihin nila, ginagawa lang namin yun para sa kaya ni Sir Marco. Hindi. Magbigay tayo ng ano, magbigay, oo. Mm. Oo, 'di ba? Oo, 'di ba? Ang bait-bait ko sa inyo. Kita niyo ini-etchos ko si Sir Marco para bigyan kayo ng plus. Para tingnan niyo kung sino ang kalaban niyo dito. Oo, yung tipong naiiyak-iyak pa ha. Kayo, oo. Ayaw namin. Oo, gusto ko yung matatouch yung heartstrings ko. Yung magpi-play ako ng the smallest violin. Yung pag wala, tapos i-judge natin, Sir Marco, kung kanino yung pinaka naiyak ako. Pwede ba yung group activity? Pwede ba yung group activity? Ah, oh, okay. Oo. Ilan ba ang groups natin? There's 65 people. Group yourself. There's how many people here? 58 people. Group yourselves into I don't know, 10. Group yourselves into 10 groups of 5 members. Okay. Okay. O, 'di ba? Basta ako yung judge, no, kung kanino yung pinaka naiyak ako. 'Di ba? Kung sino yung pinaka naiyak ako. +5 yun, class. Class, mahirap makakuha ng score sa mga exam ko. Every point counts para sa akin kasi. Imagine mo yun. Kung nakakuha ka ng +5, imagine mo na lang yun. Pwede mo nang hindi sagutan yung one page na case presentation ko. Di ba? Di ba, Sir Marco? Pwede mo nang skip yun or hulaan yun. Sabi ko, ay, bahala ka dyan, ambot, Sir Manuel. Lipat na lang ako doon sa madadaling question, di ba? Ito mga students talaga, di ba? Napakadali nun. Kailan ang deadline nun? Deadline nun, syempre, yung birthday ko. Mapagbigay ako, Sir Marco, kaya ang mga students walang puot sa akin. Sa'yo lang nagkakapuot. Pero mas malala kay Matulak. Charit. Charit. Oh. Oo. You have the entire day for tapos until December 4. Yun yung deadline natin. 12 midnight December 4. And then I will announce the result by December 8. Oo, December 8 ko announce kung sino yung pinaka na-touch ako. 'Di ba? Be as creative as you want to be. Diyan na pwedeng lumabas. Mga Becky. Mm. Wag na yon, kabastusan na yon. Parang pagka hinulaan nila ng mataas, parang gusto ko bigyan ng -10, Sir Marco. Mas mabali, mas Oo, gano'n naman, no, Sir Marco. Parang mas malala yung exam nila nun. Okay, so gano'n yung ano natin. O, di ba ginanahan sila para mga Becky, mag-prepare na. Yung mga Becky dyan, ganyan na, oo. Katursi. Katursi. Okay? Charing lang. Wag na yung age ko. Wag nyo nang isama yung age ko. Diyos ko, every year na nagtuturo ako dito, tumatanda ng tumatanda eh. Nakakaloko pa. Basta, yung mga beke, ayan na yung mga creatives natin, ha? Yung mga hindi beke, magladlad na. Ngayon natin kailangan yung +5. Remember, isang grupo ang mabibigyan. It's a group activity. Diba? Oh, anyways, tuloy na tayo. Baka sabihin ng mga magulang, ito ba yung binabayaran natin ng tuition? Tama ba yan? 'Di ba? Ganon. Alright? So, balik na tayo sa actual academic stuff. Alright. So, what are the contents of basophilic myelocytes? Contents of the basophilic myelocytes. Don't forget the mnemonic. Hep, hooray! 'Di ba? Hep, hooray. Charing lang. Charing lang. Ito naman si ano, tawang-tawa ka agad. Si Mark Segi at saka si Patrick, talaga itong dalawang tuloko-loko. Wala namang kalokohan na ano. Hep, hooray. O, 'di ba? Histamine, heparin, eosinophilic chemotactic factor, and peroxidase. Remember, 'di ba, nung pinag-usapan natin ang anong tag doon, immunology. Doon sa immunology yung allergic reactions, 'di ba? Basophils are still associated with allergic reactions even though they're not really the target. Their targets are mostly parasites and allergens, 'di ba? So meron din siyang chemotactic factor. Okay. Now, let's move on to another one. Metamyelocyte. Huwag kakalimutan si myeloperoxidase at si peroxidase. Peroxidase is something that we test for, by the way, when we want to diagnose or help in the diagnosis of CGD. Okay, saka na 'yon. Okay? Pag nandun na tayo sa phagocytosis. Alright, let's talk about metamyelocytes. Metamyelocytes have a size of about 10 to 15 micrometers. So, paliit ng paliit, di ba? 12 to 15 micrometers lang kanina. Ngayon, 10 to 15. Okay? And we have to describe the nucleus, by the way. It's the one that has what? It's the one that has what? A kidney bean shape nucleus. Okay? And the chromatin pattern is obviously clumped and coarse. Clump to coarse, rather. Or coarse to clump. Okay? Look at it. It kind of looks like a monocyte from this angle, right? But what makes it different from a monocyte? It has what? Granules. Visible granules. There's visible granulation there. 'Di ba? Na-appreciate nyo ba yung granules? Medyo blurry yung granules eh. Imagine nila natin may granules. Okay. Tatanungin ko ngayon si Patrick, kasi magaling si Patrick din sa mga oklak-oklak na yan eh. Si Valiant, makinig ka kung paano siya sumagot ng oklak, ha. Ikaw, kakaloka ka eh. Medyo malayo yung ano mo eh, medyo paling eh. Okay? Let's ask a straight guy. I'm assuming he's a straight guy, by the way. I don't know. It's your business. What you do outside is your business. It's not my business. Okay? Now, Patrick, where is the Golgi apparatus? What o'clock? Taray, binilang niya talaga. 4 o'clock. Hoy, doon ka sa gitna ng kidney mag-start. Layo ng pinuntahan mo na 4 o'clock. Sa, baliktad man yung, baliktad ka man, yung puwet ng kidney. Doon ka sa gitna ng kidney mag-start.
Ano po, like 10 o'clock po.
Oh, 'di ba? Kita mo, Valiant, swak na swak yung mga ano niyo, oh. 'Di ba? You always have to ask a straight guy about the I'm assuming he's straight because we don't know what he does outside of class is his business. It's not mine. so, so well, if you want to be a homosexual, it's your business. Okay? But again, let's move on. All right? So there's the Golgi apparatus still there, right? Just like the other members tuloy. Just like the other ones. And by the way, this is the last time you will see a Golgi apparatus in that cell. Okay? Kasi pupunta na tayo sa stab cell. Okay? Alright, so let's go to the next slide. Stab cell, band cell, oftentimes called those are the common names that it's called. Rarely it's called a staph cell. I've only seen in one literature that it wasn't mentioned as a staph cell. Okay, but nonetheless, those are the names. Okay, the size is a little smaller. It's about 9 to 15 micra. Let's move on to the other one. Ano ba yan? Bakit ba lagi nilang pinag-uusapan yung size niya? Ano ba? We're not all interested. It's not about the size nga, 'di ba? It's about the functionality. Okay? So the smaller the thing is, the more likely it's going to do its job. Okay? So yun yung tatandaan ninyo class ha, 'di ba? May mga nuggets of wisdom ako with certain innuendos. Okay? For those people who got my joke. Nakangisi si Patrick. Nakangisi si Patrick. Basta talaga kalokohan. Alright. Now, let's try and describe the nucleus of a band cell. So the band cell usually has a shape that's characterized as a C shape, or it's sometimes S shape, almost similar to that of a nucleus, a monocyte, the nucleus of a monocyte rather. Right? But what the main difference is that there is a noticeable there's a noticeable segment to it, as opposed to that of a neutrophil, of a monocyte. Monocyte, they're just convoluted, but there's no segmentation. Yung hindi siya na-flat sa dulo. Tingnan nyo yung upper portion ng segment. 'Di ba? Kita nyo yung class. Yung upper portion ng segment or nung band niya. Parang ano lang siya, para siyang mahabang tuwalya na na-fold sa taas. 'Di ba? Taray ng analogy na naman. Parang nag-fold lang siya sa taas. Hindi siya totally segmented pa. Wala pa yung mga maliliit na creases niya. Okay? So it's either C-shaped or S-shaped. Okay? Now, let's talk about the next cell in the series, which is the last cell in the granulocytic series, the segmented granulocyte. The difference of colors is based on what it looks like. Let's show them. Moyo. Okay, neutrophil has a rose to lilac color. Renmar, nasan si Renmar? Renmar, this is what it looks like if it's red to orange. Okay? Kita mo yung difference ng neutrophil at saka ng eosinophil, Renmar? Give me a thumbs up or a heart emoji if you see the difference. Okay, wonderful. Tinawag niya akong sir. Hindi mother. anyways, the black to purple, purple to dark blue color is reserved for your basophil. Okay? Clear? Clear? Give me a thumbs up, everybody, if you guys are clear with what I'm saying. Bagay na yung color, yung skin tone. Bagay na yung skin tone ni nakuhanan niya. Dexter, welcome back. O, di ba? Ngayon ko lang nakita ulit ang happy smiling face ni Dexter. Alright. Now, let's talk. Somebody's raising, child who is raising their hand. I just said a thumbs up. Now, who in the world is going to ruin my day? Somebody keeps raising their hand and they ruin my day. They played with my time. Anyways, let's go. Taga Bronx yun, Lil Zo, just for your information. Anyways, let's move on to how many lobulations there are. Yay, thank you, Moyo. Now, how many lobulations are present in a normal neutrophil? It's about 2 to 5. Okay, anything more than 5 is known as what? What do you call that cell? That abnormal cell? Anything more than 5? Sakit siya, class. Vitamin B12. Usually it's seen with patients with vitamin B12. Andrea Luciano. Andrea, if you've forgotten, you have to raise your hand and you have to wait for me to call you. But okay, you answered correctly. Thank you, Andrea. Okay? Para makapag-participate ka dun sa may prize money natin na $5 hairs. Hindi dollars. Doll hairs. Buhok ni Barbie lang yung ibibigay ko sa inyo via Okay? Via nga yun, yung Grab. Anyways, let's move on to the next one. How many lobulations? There you go. How many lobulations are present in the following? For basophils and eosinophils, you'd normally see 1 to 2 for both. Okay? 1 to 2 lobulations. Why? It's sometimes hidden because of how large the granules are. All right. But if you look at it in an electron microscope, we're only talking about it in the morphology or the morphological characteristics that I'm mentioning to you guys right now is how we see it in a 2D version. Okay, there are books out there that will show you the electron micrograph of it, but um, as per curriculum of what as per the curriculum and also what is usually asked in the board exams, we look at it in the 2D version, in the 2D slide, in the 2D plane, okay, or the two-dimensional plane. Okay, now let's talk about soluble granules. I think that's the next one. Yeah, soluble granules. Now, which blood cell has soluble granules? Which blood cell has a soluble granule or soluble granules? You only have three. O, yan na naman. Thank you, by the way, Andrea, for answering the question. Which one? Neutro, baso, or AO? Those are your choices. Which blood cell has a soluble one? Dexter answered baso. Renmar also answered baso. Patrick also answered baso. Okay. Wala na. Yun lang ang mga students natin. Okay. Si Lorraine. Okay. Arian. Okay. Who else? Bye. Okay. Okay. Alright. Time's up. Mel was the last person to answer. Thank you so much for participating. Soluble granules. Basophils. Is that correct? Can you show us the picture? Yes. Okay? Congratulations everyone. Give yourselves a round of applause para naman magising tayo. 'Di ba? Isang ganyan nga sa harap ng camera para naman makita natin. Ganyan, ayan, oh, 'di ba? Give yourself a round of applause. The Becky clap. Because we're too lazy to clap like this. Let's go like this, 'di ba? Para bading na bading ang datingan natin. 'Di ba? Ganon. Okay. So basophils. Yes, that is correct. Basophils are the only WBCs that have soluble granules. Okay? That's why when you look at some of the basophils in the peripheral blood smear, sometimes nawawash out yung stain kapag hindi maganda yung pag-process ng sample or medyo aqueous yung solution. Kaya kailangan nating pinapaltan-paltan yung kailangan nating pinapaltan-paltan yung reagent hindi pa ulit-ulit na pinifilter lang, Patrick, ha. Ay, Mark Segi, ha. Tulad ng ginagawa ninyo kung saan mang ospital yon. Wag na nating i-mention. Mark Segi, wag mo nang i-mention. Diyos ko. Baka maano ang natin, ang video natin. Kaya kawawa naman, walang review ang mga students. Anyways, let's move on to monopoiesis. I think that's the next topic. Yes, monopoiesis. What's the end product of monopoiesis? I think I'm sounding like a broken record. It's gonna be monocyte, right? It's going to be the monocyte. And the cells in the maturation series, medyo madali lang. There's only 3 of them. Monoblast, promonocyte, and monocyte. Okay? Madali lang, class, no? Pero may size na naman tayo. Syempre, monoblast naman tayo. Umpisa. Next slide, please. Let's talk about the monoblast. The size of the monoblast is 12 to 20 micrometers. Okay? The nucleus to cytoplasmic ratio is at around 3 to 4:1. Nucleoli present could be 1:2. Okay? Clear? Clear tayo dyan. Okay? You need to remember this, class, because some of those people in PRC, they're asking a lot of questions. Okay? And you need to describe also the cytoplasm of a monoblast. So that's, I think, the next thing that you need to take into consideration. So describe the nucleus and cytoplasm of a monoblast. So the nucleus of a monoblast has a round shape with a slight indentation. Okay? There's an indent. Okay? And the chromatin pattern has the characteristic fine chromatin pattern. Punta ulit tayo kay Patrick kasi magaling si Patrick sa mga oklak-oklak na yan. Patrick, nasaan ang indent niya? Can you tell me the oklak again? Can you show me in the clock again? Where's the indent? Yung tupi. Gitna ang tingnan mo ha, gitna, gitna. Sa gitna ka maglagay ng orasan. Baka mamaya katulad na naman kanina. Nasaan ang tupi niya? Nasaan siya na flat? Oh, 'di ba? Tingnan mo Valiant kung paano siya maglagay ng ano, 'di ba? Always ask a straight guy. Again, I'm not assuming he's straight. I don't know what he's doing after class. So, okay? I'm not saying anything. It's your business, cha. It's your business. All right. Okay. So, that's the fine chromatin pattern. You also have to look at the cytoplasm. It's clear that it's blue. Blue lang tayo basta. Kung gusto mo sabihin Robin egg blue, sige go. Basta blue. Yun ang sabi ni Rodak, blue. Okay? Chill lang daw tayo, blue lang. Dami na kang inaalala, meron pang canary yellow eh. Di ba? Okay. Anyways, let's go with the next cell in this maturation series. That's the promonocyte rather. Sorry, premonocyte. Promonocyte has a size of 14 to 18 micra. Okay, 14 to 18 micra, and the nucleus to plasmic ratio is at about 3 is to 1 to 2 is to 1. Okay, and nucleoli present, there could be one or there could be none. Okay, there could be one or there could be none. And we have to describe also what the nucleus looks like. Okay, so the nucleus of a promonocyte has irregular indented edges. Okay? Hindi ko natatawagin si Patrick kasi medyo madami na. Okay? In this case, it looks very convoluted, but you'll still see a flat nucleus, right? You still see a flat 2D nucleus or two-dimensional nucleus, right? There's a less prominent nuclei present. Not the nuclei present is not to be confused with the white stuff that you see. Monocytes have there's those white stuff. Normal monocytes have those white stuff. And can anybody tell me what that white stuff is? It's also written there. It's found in the cytoplasm. It contains what? Vacuoles. Those white stuff that you see there, it's a vacuole. Okay? Clear? Now, let's describe the cytoplasm. Sometimes it's blue. May sometimes all of the times it's blue. Okay? And it may contain some vacuoles, just like any monocyte would. Okay? And it has azurophilic granules. What's azurophilic granules? So, meron na namang additional terminology. Ano naman yung azurophilic granules na yan? Yung mga maliliit na para mga butlig-butlig na blue. 'Di ba? Yung mga maliliit lang na butlig-butlig na blue. Huwag masyadong mag-effort dyan sa may azurophilic granules na yan. Basta sinabi azure, blue yan, bluish ang tinge. Parang yung patch ng CMCC, 'di ba? Yung bilog na nandiyan sa dibdib ni Valiant at saka ni Patrick at saka ni Meron ba kay Dexter? Wala akong makita eh. Renmar, anak, ganun ka nga. Mag-project ka nga sa camera. Patingin nga. Tayo talaga, nag-project talaga siya. I love it. I love it talaga. Anak talaga kita. Nag-project talaga siya. Gumano talaga siya. Oh. Alright. Nakakatuwa talaga. Natutuwa ako talaga sa class na to, Sir Marco, ha. Very attentive yung mga students natin. Kahit minsan bigla akong binibigyan ng stroke. 'Di ba? Okay? So, yeah. Okay? So, nakita niyo yung differences nila, 'di ba? Now, let's talk about the monocyte. So, monocyte na tayo. Ito yung usually makikita ninyo sa mga blood smears. Okay? Kasama ni neutrophil. Okay? Size comparison, it's around 14 to 20 micra. Next slide naman tayo. Next slide, sorry. Okay? So, the term used to describe the appearance of the cytoplasm of a monocyte. Actually, I was so confused what it looks like. But when you see it in the next slide, you'll see what I mean. It's considered as ground glass. Okay? Parang yung ground glass na yan, guys, huwag niyo kakalimutan kasi dadating din yan sa when you talk about the topic gram negative organisms, you encounter the term ground glass appearance. Inexplain lang ngayon, recently ko lang yan naintindihan. Akala ko yung ground glass yung glass pag nasa ground, yun yung color niya. Ibig sabihin pala ng ground glass appearance, guys, tinuro lang sa akin ngayon lang, is yung parang shiny yung appearance niya. Yung parang may shading siya ng makintab. It has a glint to it. When you look at it closely, if you're using a computer right now, try to look closely at it. Parang meron siya mga ano, may mga sparkles siya. Try doing that if you have the PowerPoint presentation in front of you. You'll see that there's going to be some sort of sparkliness to it. You'll appreciate it a little bit more if you can zoom in and out. But yeah, the characteristic ground glass appearance is solely reserved for monocytes. Okay, okay, clear. And you also have to look at the appearance of the nucleus. Okay, the appearance of the nucleus. I think that's the next slide that you need to yeah, describe the appearance of the monocyte. Uh, you have four terms actually. If you look at different sources, some of them would say kidney bean, some of them would say brain like, some of them would say folded, others may say horseshoe shaped. Okay, what I often see is the kidney bean and the brain like convolutions. If you see something like if you hear words like brain like convolutions, like yung pag dinisect natin yung ulo ni Mark Segi, grabe naman si Sir, kanina pa niya pinagtitripan si Mark Segi. Pag dinisect natin yung ulo ni Mark Segi, once you expose the dura and then you dissect through the dura matter, you open it up, you'll see what? You'll see those the quintessential appearance of of the brain. It has like those little folds inside it, right? So that sometimes a monocyte would look like a part of the brain. Okay? So brain-like. And I think that's the end of our lecture. Let's go on to the next slide. Oh, see, look at my face. Do you love my face there, class? Thank you for listening to this lecture. I I think this is the new one. I just edited it. And before we go on break, let me go to the last slide, Moyo. Do you love the picture, class? Diba? Ngayon ko lang yan dinagdag. Kanina lang around. Ano nang ibalik, Moyo? Medyo nasusuklam ako. Moyo, pinagluloko mo ako eh. Alright, we have to go to quote of the week. Kasi nakalimutan kong gawin to every lecture ginagawa namin to ni Sir Marco eh. I was too this quote of the week is about from Michelle Obama because you know, 'di ba? Strong independent woman siya. I was too worried about good grades when I should have been worried about learning, 'di ba? So, in my eyes, kung makapasa kayo, okay lang. Okay? Wag niyo kakalimutan na kapag nakapasa kayo sa akin, okay lang. I don't need you to be in the top 10. I don't need you to be the top performing school. I want you guys to have 100% passing. Mas important sa amin ni Sir Marco yung 100% passing. Okay? We don't care about the top scores. Okay? Kasi pag nagpunta kayo dito sa pag nagpunta kayo dito sa ibang bansa, I applied to Saudi, I applied to Dubai, I applied to Qatar and Abu Dhabi and the US and in Australia. Never once was I asked about my grades. Okay? I was like Michelle Obama. So just something to ponder, just something that you guys can ponder over whilst we have a 30-minute break. Okay? 'Di ba? Pakita ulit yung picture para masuklam sila. Moyo. Ayan, 'di ba? Alright, tama na. Ngayon lang ako nagpahaba ng hair kaya nilagay ko diyan. Ano ba? Okay. Anyways, I'll start the timer for 30 minutes. Then we'll talk about anemia. Okay? If you have questions whilst I'm setting up the timer, you can ask now. Okay? Tama na yung picture. Ilipat mo na dun sa may quote of the week. Masyado naman tong si ano. Gusto ko lang kayong pangitiin at gisingin. Kayo naman. 'Di ba? Kasi alam ko nakakapagod yung 8-hour class na yan. Guys, mas malala yan pag nasa board review na kayo ha. At least dito putol-putol ng konti. Sa board review wala yan. 30 minutes lang bibigay ko sa inyo kasi we have to talk about anemia. Okay? Ay, sorry. Ano pala tayo? Wait, pipiliin ko muna. Basta, I think we're going to talk about either anemia or, depending on how much time we have. Okay? We're going to talk about either anemia or hemoglobin. Okay? So, wag kakalimutan ng ni Michelle Obama, ha? We're not really worried about the grades. We want to know if you learned something. Okay? Because if you learn something, you're going to pass your board exams. Because child, okay? Yes, yes. Send ko kay kay Sir Marco. Okay? Don't worry. All right? I'll share my screen so you guys have the timer in front of you. Okay. Time for us to go to break.